McClone in the shotgun. Inside handoff to Cleghorn. Runs up the middle. Will be short of the first down. But what that does is that runs the clock. So the change of possession here actually will stop the clock. So
I'm surprised to see that play, Mike. The Green Raiders have had great success passing on third down, and they converted a fourth down earlier in the game. And I'm surprised that they did not go for the first down. Royals have plenty of time.
Yeah, and now Upper Darby, a non-passing team, may go to a passing formation here with 2:28 to go first half. 21-13, Green Raiders. McGarry back to pass on first down, under pressure, has time though, throws, incomplete through the hands of his leading receiver, John Salamone.
One thing you have to learn with Upper Darby right now, Upper Darby has no timeouts.
Yeah.
They have no timeouts at all, and that may have been in the thought of Coach Batty's, in his thought pattern.
Oh, I'm sure it was with the running play. He probably wanted a little bit more out of that running play with that delay, thinking that Upper Darby was thinking pass there and try to cross him up, and Upper Darby played good defense there. Bob Martin, the wrestling coach, with a good call. 2:21 to go, first half, 21-13. Inside fake handoff, McGarry still has it, pitches, and Clem Reed deflects the ball, and Hanold gets back on it. That's a big break for Upper Darby, as Clem Reed deflected the pitch and almost had it.
McGarry held the ball too long before he decided to option to Jason Hanold. Clem Reed got a piece of the ball, and it was loose for a while.
Also had a loss of 4 yards on that, 3 yards on that, brings up a 3rd and 13.
And now, this is an equipment timeout here with 1:56. And the Green Raiders really, if they can hold here, get a break because they can get the ball back. And the way McClone is throwing, they have a shot at the end zone here. Now the clock runs after the equipment timeout. Now it's 3rd and 14 here. The Green Raiders trying to go into halftime with an 8-point lead. McGarry sends Edwards in motion. McGarry, fake handoff, rolls the other way. Rolls out of it, dumps it out to Doherty. He's got first down yardage across the 35 to the 38-yard line. They will stop the clock for the chains.
McGarry's pass complete to number 27, Derek Doherty. Good for an Upper Darby first down.
Well, clock will start as soon as the chains are set. Upper Darby's up at the line of scrimmage.
Look for a turnover here. McGarry. McGarry, handoff this way, Hanold, running hard across the 40, 45, close to midfield, but that will stop the clock as it's again another first down with 1:14 to go right at midfield as Hanold goes for 12.
Lack of timeouts is going to hurt Upper Darby with 50 yards left to go for a touchdown, and perhaps even with a field goal attempt.
You almost need an incomplete here. 1 minute to go, 1st and 10 at the 50 for Upper Darby. McGarry, fake handoff, rolls the far way. Upper Darby gives him plenty of time. Pass across the middle, incomplete.
That's what they got.
With 1:01 to go.
It's almost time you're thinking for a blitz from the Ridley defense.
Really tough, that offensive line for Upper Darby, giving McGarry room and time even when he gets out of the pocket. They have won the battle up front, but so far not on the scoreboard. 1:01 to go in what's been a very entertaining first half. McGarry over center. 2nd and 10 at the 50. McGarry will look to throw again. Throws downfield, incomplete and high, intended for number 80 for Upper Darby, Jason Edwards.
Bring up 3rd and 10 at the 50-yard line. I'll tell you right now, Upper Darby's the passing game right now for Upper Darby is their weakness, obviously. The running game is their forte, and without that run, and you can get them in a situation like this is what Coach Batty wanted, was for them to throw the ball.
Certainly, without their timeouts, they cannot continue to run the ball trying to score before the end of the half.
57 seconds to go in the first half. Single setback is Jason Hanold. No timeouts for Upper Darby. 4 receivers out in the pattern. Single setback behind McGarry. Inside handoff, fake handoff, and they go the scissors to Hanold, who will have first down yardage at the 40, still running hard at the 36, and down to the Ridley 35-yard line goes Jason Hanold, a pickup of 15, and a Upper Darby first down.
That's twice they've run that ball on the inside and taken an inside handoff, and it's been very, very lucky for them. They picked up 2 first downs, two series in a row.
A little misdirection there caught the Green Raiders going with pursuit. 49 seconds, clock running. McGarry back to pass, looking under pressure, throws back across the middle, complete to Salamo, his leading receiver, and he's close to another Upper Darby first down at the 24.
37 seconds remain. The clock will be stopped momentarily as they move the change and will once again start. When the chains are set and the ball is placed.
I thought the Royals were out of timeout.
Well, I thought so too, but first and 10 at the 24 with 37 seconds to go.
They are now.
And Upper Darby has put together back-to-back very impressive drives, and oh so close. Clem Reed on that option earlier almost had a deflection for a touchdown, and Jason Hanold, who's had a strong first half running, again made the play.
Would have been a big play if Hanold did not recover that fumble, certainly for the Green Raiders to pick that up and run it into the end zone, but just to take possession away from Upper Darby.
And Upper Darby will have the second half kickoff also.
Did defer in the first half after winning the toss.
First and 10 at the Ridley 24-yard line for the Royals. They trail at 21-13, but this has been a game of huge momentum shifts. And we're experiencing another one here. The Green Raiders trying to stem the tide here with 37 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 at the 24. McGarry over center. Fake handoff. Back to pass. Looking deep for Salamone. Great defensive play by Jack McClone, as Salamone may have had it, but Jack McClone broke it up. It'll be second and 10.
McGarry broke to the near side of the field.
Salamone is hurt too.
He's been hurt for a few plays, Tom. He's laboring a little bit. Actually, he might just be out of wind. He's been running a lot of patterns this series. McGarry broke to the near side of the field, stopped at the hash mark, and threw back, hoping to catch the Green Raiders off guard. McClone was waiting at the 1-yard line and deflected the ball.
Second and 10 from the 32. McGarry over center again. Single receiver out this way. Salamone in the wing. McGarry, inside handoff to Doherty. That'll run the clock. And now Upper Darby has to rush to get to the line of scrimmage. 20 seconds now before they'll get a play off.
Boy, I don't understand that at all.
Now, unless they're trying to catch him up there. Third and 5, 15 seconds to go. McGarry back to pass, looking, rolling. He's got first down yardage. He'll get there and get out of bounds with 9 seconds to go. Inside the Green Raider 15-yard line at the 14 goes McGarry.
The only options he has right now is to run as many plays as they can in that 9 seconds, and they've all got to be into the end zone. And their ball spot at the 15-yard line, you might maybe two.
One shot into the end zone.
Look for Doherty underneath. He's been a tough receiver, and Salamone's their leading receiver, but as Tom mentioned, it seems like he's a little bit dazed.
Yeah, Salamone's coming in, and he's running very, very gingerly right now.
So big third down run there by McGarry, and he got out of bounds also. 9 seconds to go. 21-13 Green Raiders. First half. In motion comes Kennedy. McGarry back to pass. Under pressure, throws in the end zone. Complete for a touchdown to John Salamone. What a throw by McGarry over the shoulder of Jack McClone. And it's now a 21-19 game with 5 seconds left in the half.
What a throw and catch by Salamone. McGarry dropped straight back, waited for Salamone to break. He threw it basically where only Salamone can catch it, just inside the end line, the sideline of the end zone. And Salamone caught it, just dragging his feet in bounds. And nobody was going to deflect that pass. Nobody was going to catch it other than John Salamone.
And Upper Darby will go for 2 here to try to tie it at the half with 5 seconds to go. This is an untimed play. 21-19, Ridley going for 2. McGarry rolling, looking, throws in the end zone. It is complete for the 2-point conversion. And we are tied at 21 with 5 seconds to go in the first half.
Absolutely incredible. All that work by the Green Raiders, the 2 drives going up by 2 touchdowns twice during the first half is completely eliminated as we have a 21-21 tie with 5 seconds remaining in the first half.
As I said earlier, it's like 2 heavyweight boxers. One knockout punch to another knockout punch, and that's exactly what they're doing. Everybody has had big drives. Ridley took advantage of it early. Had three long drives. Upper Darby comes back. They have their 3 long drives, and we're tied at 21. Great first half of football.
Momentum shifts to each side. Ridley defensively, Upper Darby defensively, offensively for the Green Raiders, offensively for the Royals.
And the Green Raiders almost came awfully close to turning that whole drive around. Clem Reed deflected a pitch intended for Jason Hanold, but Hanold kept the drive alive by recovering the fumble, and that close, and we have a tie game. And the other way, it could have been 28-13 at halftime. And now Upper Darby has the momentum here, and let's see if the Green Raiders can break one if they get a kick, but I don't think they're going to kick it to either of the deep people. Upper Darby playing on a lot of emotion right now. It's a swift kick to Curtin. He pitches it back to Cleghorn at the 22, at the 30, 35. Cleghorn down, and that'll do it for the first half. It's been a good one. Ridley 21, Upper Darby 21. This is Green Raider football on WRSD.
Hi, welcome back to Phil Mary Memorial Field. Jeff DeRazio along with Tom Morio. Mike Anacci soon to returning. He was up in the booth up top announcing the special presentation to Coach McNick. And we have got one great game tonight. It's absolutely unbelievable. 21-21. We're beginning the second half. Upper Darby's going to receive. And Jeff, what's your opinion of the first? What's your comments on the first half?
I'll tell you, Tom, we almost saw an entire game in the first half with scoring, offensive momentum changes, defensive momentum changes, lots of scoring, and I think Upper Darby was shocked first. Because the Green Raiders scored so easily. They drove down 2 drives, dominated the defensive line and the defensive backs, and Upper Darby was stunned. Obviously, they recovered, drove down the field 2 tremendous drives of their own, mixing the run and pass, mostly run, catching the Green Raiders off guard with second and third down passes, and we wind up with a tied game, 21-21, to start the second half.
This has been an unbelievable evening. I mean, you start out, Ridley gets up 7-zip, like you had said. They go back, they go up 14-0, and then all of a sudden, a slight momentum shift. Upper Darby comes back. I think the key to the second half is if there is a turnover. Whoever gets that turnover, I think, is going to win this ball game.
And Green Raiders almost had a big turnover on Upper Darby's last scoring drive. McGarry looked to option to Jason Hanold. Clem Reed deflected the ball. The ball was loose in the backfield, but it was recovered by Hanold. Would have been a big recovery for the Green Raiders on the Upper Darby 10 or 15-yard line, and they really could have blown the game wide open.
And we're just about ready to go with the opening of the second half kickoff. And Jeff, why don't you take over for play-by-play?
Mark McKinney to kick off for the Green Raiders. It's a deep kick, taken at the 15, up to about the 25, across the 30-yard line, and up to the 35-yard line comes Drew Nelson for the Upper Darby Royals. Upper Darby will start 1st and 10 on their own 34-yard line.
I'm sorry, Jeff. Incidentally, he was stopped by Mike Curtin and Dan Beeman on 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line, and this is where the defense of Ridley has really got to dig in.
Gary under center. Pitch to Hanold. Hanold coming to the near side. 30, 35, 40. 42-yard line. Pickup of close to 9 yards on 1st down for the Royals.
Hanold on the carry. Tackled by Pippin.
Just underway in the second half. 11:38 remaining. Green Raiders 21, Upper Darby 21.
And look who's joined us, Jeff. Look who's back.
Yeah, I made it back. Well, it wasn't easy.
We saw you fight the crowds.
It'll be 2nd and 2 for the Royals.
McGarry inside handoff to Doherty. Cleghorn stops, but Doherty falls close to a Upper Darby first down. It'll be 3rd and short, Jeff. Nice to see Coach McNick back.
Doherty on the carry.
Looking healthy.
Great halftime show, Mike. Tremendous support from the crowd for Coach McNicholas for the homecoming court. Just a beautiful presentation. The entire homecoming court did a wonderful job. The band. It's just a wonderful night at Ridley. Green Raiders pull out a victory. It'll cap off a terrific evening for football and the rest of the festivities here at Homecoming 1997.
Yeah, they've got the dance going on later on, and we got with Coach McNick here, the court, the Queen in her court, and it was just a great presentation, like you had said at halftime, and it was good to see Coach McNick again. I hadn't seen Joe in about 4 or 5 months. Looks good, nice and relaxed, little suntan.
Hanold goes for the first down. And Upper Darby putting together the third straight impressive drive to at the end of the first half. In that last 8 minutes and 45 seconds, they scored twice to tie it at 21. We're just underway, second half action. Tied at 21. McGarry, inside handoff. Now the pitch to Hanold on the other side. He's across midfield where he's knocked down by Andrew Cleghorn and also Bob Calamita. And Upper Darby starting to get some momentum with that running game.
They're starting to reel off chunks of 7 and 8 yards each time they touch the ball. That time they picked up a good 6 yards, 6.5 yards on that carry. Really is going to have to do something to shut this Upper Darby line and running back down.
Yeah, they need a turnover, which Upper Darby has done throughout the year. They have turned the ball over from time to time, and the Green Raiders need that, as Upper Darby definitely with the momentum as they deferred that first half kickoff. McGarry up the middle. Hanold's running for first down yardage down to the 42 of Ridley. Jason Hanold.
Here comes Upper Darby.
Another gain of 9 yards.
Gain of 9 down to the Ridley 41-yard line. 10 minutes, 1 second.
First down, Upper Darby.
In the third quarter. Opening possession here of the third quarter.
42-yard line.
And the Green Raiders throughout the year have scored off the defense and scored off turnovers, and they need a turnover here as the Royals have grabbed the momentum that the Green Raiders had in the first half. McGarry over center again. Fake handoff, he's going to put it up. Looks to throw. Incomplete and intercepted by Brad Pippin at the 27. I can't believe it.
There's the pick. There's the turnover.
I can't believe it either, Mike. Upper Darby running the ball successfully, 2 consecutive first downs, perhaps trying to catch the Green Raiders off guard, throwing on first down. McGarry with the tendency to throw an interception, coming into the game with 9 interceptions and only 2 touchdown passes, throws the ball behind his receiver. Pippin there for the interception. Bad play call on Coach Gentile's part of the offensive coordinator for Upper Darby.
This was not even a well-conceived pass pattern. McGlone single setback, Cleghorn. 9:30 to go. The Green Raiders now try to capitalize on a turnover. McGlone, inside handoff, Cleghorn running hard, and that'll be a holding penalty against the Green Raiders.
Excuse me, I said 9 interceptions for McGarry earlier. 5 interceptions and 4 touchdown passes. But at the same time, Upper Darby having the momentum on that drive, rushing the ball consistently, gaining momentum.
I think you're going to see John Fisher in the ball game right about now.
Yeah, they're going to give him a shot here, I think, and see if he can go.
That penalty didn't help.
This is the one thing this year with the possession rule is there's been a tremendous amount of conferences after penalties that would seem to be very clear-cut. And I don't know what's going on there, but a lot of the time that is causing these gains to be later is because the penalties are not being marked off, and there's a lot of discussion between officials and captains and decisions.
The rule also stopping the clock, Mike, at different times during the game. Change of possession when the clock needs to run during the game as well.
So this is a big set of downs right here for the Green Raiders as they're back at their own 16 now. 1st and 20. John Fisher makes his first appearance in the game. McGlone rolls this way. Looking, has time. Now the time breaks down. Throws upfield, and it's incomplete. Not much of a chance of a completion there. Jim Volpe came back, but number 75 way down in pass coverage there. I think that's Steve Shork as Upper Darby dropped some of their defensive linemen way back deep. And we'll take a look at the defensive adjustments Bob Martin has made defensively for Upper Darby here.
Jack running out of room once again, dropping back a deep drop back for Jack and wound up about 10 yards to 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Had to get rid of that ball, and luckily for the Green Raiders, he did, averting a big loss.
9:03 to go, 21-21. Torque is out here guarding Brad Pippeth one-on-one. McGlone, quick snap. Back under pressure. Schneider pressuring. Passes to Pippeth. Completed the 30.
Big play.
He gets some of it back, and it'll set up about a 3rd and 8.
Big play for the Green Raiders. McGlone avoiding the rush. What they're trying to do is they're trying to have Short hit McGlone off the line. Just give him a chuck off the line as they're allowed to hit the receiver in the first 5 yards. And then the cornerback picks up Pippeth at that point. But Pippeth ran a route, eluding the quarterback for a big Green Raider gain.
Pickup of 15. It'll set up a 3rd and 5. Volpe and Curtin check in. 8:28 to go 3rd quarter. Tied at 21. Ridley and Upper Darby up homecoming 1997, and also a night we took time to honor Coach Joe McNicholas on his brilliant 24-year coaching career. Backs are split, Fisher and Cleghorn. McGlone looking, quick in, not there. Now under pressure, steps out of it, trying to run for the first down, and he'll get the first down across the Ridley 40 as Schneider almost had him, but he ran out of it again, and he runs for first down yardage.
That was all on Jack. That scramble was all on him. The receivers were covered. He just stepped up, tucked it away, and ran for the first down.
Schneider had him at about the 34, tried to make a shoe-straight tackle. Jack High stepped out of that, made a couple moves, cut back for the first down. Big first down after the first down penalty on the Green Raiders.
Ball right at the 40-yard line of Ridley. 7:53 to go in the 3rd quarter. We're tied at 21. Roberts and Cleghorn out this way. Pippeth far side. McGlone. Quick pitch to Timmy Doherty. Timmy at the 40. Running hard, but brought down by a swarm of Upper Darby Royal. Schneider with the initial hit along with Jason Hanold, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain on that play. That play was stuffed at the beginning. It looked like there was a little confusion on that play. Andrew Cleghorn was in the slot, and it didn't appear he was supposed to be there. It looked like somebody had pulled the wrong position, or the wrong players had gone in and out.
Green Raiders were on the near side of the field, near hash, running toward the near sideline, and just ran out of room. And offensive blockers.
McGlone on 2nd and 10. He had big numbers in the first half. Pippeth far side. Doherty now on a tight end. He comes this side. Backs are split, Fisher and Cleghorn. Fake handoff to Fisher and Cleghorn. McGlone rolling across the 40, 45, near midfield, not knocked down. Still running hard for a gain of about 7 or 8. Jack McGlone almost banged out of that and picked up more yardage.
I'll tell you one thing, Jack is showing me something tonight. He is taking every abuse, every hit. He still kicks up and keeps on ticking.
He's making the right decisions tonight, Tom.
Yes, he is.
Getting rid of the ball at times. He's running at the appropriate times. He's making the proper throws to his receivers.
How about this is a big play? 3rd and 2 at the 48. Long 2, short 3. Mike Dollar checks in as a back along with John Roberts.
Too much time.
Timeout, Ridley.
Didn't need that. Did not need that.
At 6:12 in the 3rd quarter, Ridley calls a timeout. We're tied at 21. This is Green Raider football on WRSD.
Funding for WRSD is provided by Flamingo's Pizza, located at 600 South Avenue in Seacane. At Flamingo's Pizza, they're offering 2 large cheese pizzas for $10.99 plus tax, 30 jumbo wings for $9.99 plus tax, 2 small cheese pizzas, $8.99 plus tax. Open 4 p.m. every day of the week. Flamingo's Pizza, located at 600 South Avenue, Seacane. Give them a call today. Area code 610-604-9500. Flamingo's Pizza.
Okay, back here at Phil Marion Memorial Field, 6:12 to go, 3rd quarter. We're tied at 21. Ridley and Upper Darby, homecoming, 1997. Our next WRSD simulcast will be on Friday, September 24th. The Green Raiders return home to face the Pencrest Lions. They have 2 tough road games coming up. Lower Marion Thursday at 3 p.m. and then to Strathaven on the 17th. 3rd and 3. 6:12 to go, 3rd quarter. Tied at 21. Mike Iannacci along with Tom Oriel and Jeff D'Orazio. Backs are in the eye. Fisher. Pitch to Fisher. Trying to turn it. He turns it to 50, 45, 40. Fisher at the 35. At the 30. Inside the 30 and 28 goes John Fisher for another big first down run.
Boy, did Fisher explode. Just put on the burners as he went around in. And John is injured. He's still limping somewhat, but he turned it on for that play. What a big spark for the Green Raiders and a big 3rd down conversion.
And Mike Dollar gets credit for the block inside to seal it, and then Fisher turned it. the outside, and it's inside the Upper Darby 30 at the 29. Pickup of 23 and a Ridley first down and a big play as we approach the 6-minute mark. McGlone back to pass. Looking under pressure, steps through it again, he'll run. He's got some room at the 20, at the 15, still running. Down to the 12 goes Jack McGlone, close to another Green Raider first down.
What a
I'll tell you what, he is unbelievable tonight. He knows exactly when to pull that ball down and take off. He saw the rush coming, stepped up in the pocket, didn't see a receiver open, tucked it away, off to the races.
Actually, two great decisions. Felt the pressure coming, stepped up away from the pressure, still looking to throw, then took off.
Pickup of 16, and what a difference a year makes in a quarterback. And he has matured tremendously in terms of knowing, and I'm sure from the tapes, Upper Darby has shown a propensity when a pass situation to give the room up front. Doherty now moves the other way in the tight end spot. Baxter split Cleghorn and Fisher. Inside handover for Andrew Cleghorn. There's another kid who'll run hard for you. He's close down to about the 10-yard line. Pick up 3, 2nd and 7.
It's that kamikaze attitude that I always talk about. Put your head down, don't go, here's there, we'll run over him, throw him, around him, he doesn't care.
When the gaps are there, when the holes are provided for the Green Raiders, they run through them and make a lot of moves in the open field. But when they're not, they are tough runners, put their head down and try to bull forward for the extra yardage.
So it's 2nd and 8. They give Andrew 2. We're approaching 5 minutes in the third quarter, and this has been a good-looking drive after the Brad Piffeth interception. Piffeth this way, he's got single coverage. Fisher in a slot position. Cleghorn single setback on 2nd and 8. Back to pass, here comes the blitz, and Jack will be thrown for a big loss, this time back to the 26-yard line. Salamone came on the blitz and came clean, and it'll set up a long third down play here.
John Salamone with a great touchdown catch on Upper Darby's last drive, also playing defensive end at 6'2", 200 pounds, and there's nothing Jack could do. He felt the pressure coming. Salamone got a hold of him, brought him down for a big loss.
Loss of 14. It'll be a 3rd and 21 from the 24. 4:18 to go in the rapidly played third quarter. Tied at 21. And again, Tom, the two heavyweight boxers continue to battle in the middle of the ring and just send punch for punch.
You go deep to the end zone, you just go for, you got to go deep.
Volpe and Piffeth on the near side.
Rolls out of it, rolls to the far side, under pressure, throws right down the middle, and it's incomplete, intended for Jimmy Volpe, and he almost made a sliding catch.
Sliding one-handed catch.
And it was almost intercepted by number 5, who was back there in coverage, and it's now a 4th and 21, and Mark McKinney will come on for a field goal attempt, and this will be some 41 yards.
Mark has the leg. Mark has the leg when his leg is in shape, but we don't know what it's like tonight after you've seen him limping all week. He had a soccer game earlier.
And now a official timeout. Jack McGlone will kneel. He's the holder. And it's an equipment situation with 3:54 to go in the third quarter. Green Raiders trying to take the lead here, and we'll just see if Mark has enough leg here. Jack kneels at the 31. It'll be a 41-yard attempt. 3:54 to go third quarter. Snap, spot, kick is
Plenty
up,
of leg.
and it is
Good.
good from 41 yards out. And with 3:48 to go in the third quarter, Ridley 24, Upper Darby 21. This is Green Raider football on RSD.
Funding for WRSD is provided by Verone's Collision Incorporated, located at 1225 East 4th Street in Eddystone. Verone's is approved by all insurance companies, and all work done at Verone's is given a written warranty. Verone's has been serving the Ridley area since 1980. So for free estimates and quality repairs, give Gino a call at 521-3190. That's 521-3190. For expert repairs and low cost, Verone's is the place to go for all of your car's needs.
Welcome back to Phil Marion Memorial Field. Mark McKinney, 41-yard field goal. Mario, along with Mike Iannacci and Jeff Tarazzi. We have just seen something that is unbelievable. Upper Darby has been chewing up chunks of yardage. They've got a 2nd and 9. They go back to throw a pass, and they lose. There's a loss on the play of 15, 16 yards. And I don't understand it, Jeff.
Tom, it's amazing. We even joked about saying, I don't think they'll throw the ball. And sure, they're trying to catch the Green Raiders off guard perhaps, but it's been so unsuccessful for them.
Third and
they
20.
should stay on the ground.
3rd and 25, first play of the fourth quarter, but it's a big one. 3rd and 25 from the Upper Darby 45-yard line. McGarry looking to throw, and he's got Salamone complete, and he'll set up about a 4th and 10 at the 41. And now Rich Gentile has a decision here. It looks like he's going to punt it.
Salamone is also injured on the sidelines, on the far sidelines, the Upper Darby receiver.
Salamone's taking a beating tonight.
He is.
He may just be worn out. He may have landed on the football. Looks like the wind's knocked out of him.
There's an official timeout on the field. This is WRSD Radio. I guess we're going to keep it right here. You know, I'm amazed. I'm really amazed at why Upper Darby went away from the running game. Michael, can you shed any light on it?
I don't know, but I've seen it time and time again when a team has had a strength and they go away from that strength, and you go away from a strength, you go to a weakness. Their weakness is their passing game. There is no reason that McGarry's got to throw the ball in that situation in a 24-21 game, and they gave themselves a chance right there with the momentum. And now the Green Raiders get the ball back, hopefully, here. With 11:48 to go, you get a few first downs, you may be able to stop this game away.
Exactly. I mean, you go back and look at some of the plays on some of the rushes they had. They were eating up 5, 6, 7 yards a pop per carry, and they turn around and throw the pass. As far as I'm concerned, that was one of the key turning points. The interception was one, and I think that was a turning point right there.
And remember, for years, the Green Raiders special teams have signified a difference in many games.
Yes, they have.
Upper Darby has come in this game and made a concerted effort to keep the ball away from the return people. But right now, Brad Pippeth and Andrew Cleghorn stand at their own 10-yard line. And we have a timeout on the field. With 11:48 to go, it's Ridley 24, Upper Darby 21. This is Green Raider football on RSD.
Funding for WRSD is provided by Chris Hunter's Auto Repair, located at 612 South Avenue in Sea King. Chris Hunter's Auto Repair offers a lube, oil, and filter special for only $16.95. Repairs on all domestic and foreign vehicles, and the new enhanced emission testing. For car repairs, give Chris Hunter's Auto Repair a call at 543-9030. That's 543-9030. Chris Hunter's Auto Repair.
Okay, back here at Phil Marion Memorial Field, Mike Iannacci along with Jeff DeRazio and Tom Oreo, and we have a delay because John Salamone, the talented tight end for Upper Darby, is injured on the sidelines. And you know, a few weeks ago at Haverford, there was an injured player on the sidelines. They went along and kicked the extra point. Mark McKinney did. They had to re-kick the extra point after the teams lined up for the kickoff because you cannot continue play when there's an injured player on the sidelines. And unfortunately, it looks like John Salamone has some sort of leg injury that's relatively serious.
It's unfortunate. He's
starting to get up now.
He's a heck of a player for the Royals, and
he has
without him, they're going to struggle in the passing game more so, if possible, than they have thus far.
John Salamone looks like he has a slight hitch in his get along.
So this is a big exchange right here between the Royals and the Green Raiders. 11:48 to go. And if the Green Raiders can turn out some yardage on the ground, they can run this clock. And remember the famous drive against Conestoga last year in the 13-0 shutout, where the Green Raiders ate up most of the fourth quarter. First punt of the game, or second punt of the game. Handled, and Calamito almost blocked it. Calamito almost got his third block of the season, and it will not be a good punt for Upper Darby as the official is still walking and marks it at the 22. So the Green Raiders, all in all, have pretty good field position with 11:27 to go in the game, and they lead it 24-21.
The way Bob Calamito shot in there, I thought he had that clearly blocked.
He blocked the punt last week at Marple.
I don't think Upper Darby's worried about the field position as much as keeping the ball away from the Green Raider return men, Cleghorn and Pippeth. They've obviously scouted the Green Raiders and seen how successful their returns are on both the kickoffs and the punts, and they're not concerned with the yardage so much as far as just keeping the ball away, kicking it out of bounds away from the Green Raiders.
Roberts and Pippeth come this way. John Fisher is in the backfield. McGlone hands to Cleghorn, running hard. 30, 35 goes Andrew Cleghorn for a Green Raider first down, and that will keep the clock moving as soon as they set the ball. A pickup of 13 for Cleghorn, and a first down out to the Green Raider 35-yard line.
Talked about it before. If the hole's there for the Green Raider backs, they take it and then make their moves upfield. If they are confronted by a defender upfield, they continue to work hard and will not go down try and punish the defenders, Cleghorn, Fisher, the receivers, Pippett, Volpe, whoever it may be, even McGlone. They just continue to try and run over.
Fake handoff, little dump off to Cleghorn, hit immediately, but no. He should have been stopped at the 38. Battles for a 5-yard pickup on the little dump off pass. Goes Andrew Cleghorn. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Nate Joyce on the tackle, and Andrew was dragging Joyce for another 3 or 4 yards. It was going to be a minimal gain, but Andrew continued to struggle upfield.
I'll tell you right now, the offensive line of Calamita, Hannah, Beeman, Justin Paye, and Scott Berkheimer right now are doing a whale of a job, and they have all night long. And right now, it is a gut check time for both lines, whether you're offensive and defense, and they want to control that line of scrimmage.
McGlone, hand off to Fisher, trying to get outside of the 45. He does. He's got another move, and he's close to a Green Raider first down. He may have it as the ball is right at the sticks. Oh, well. Now.
The ball is, but he was down a little bit before it.
Okay, we got a close measurement.
Yeah, left foot, right foot, and he might, maybe by the nose, he might have gotten it on this one.
A little short, I think.
Stops the clock at exactly 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
John Fisher providing a spark for the Green Raider offense. He did not think he was going to play.
First down.
Ollie.
It's a game-time decision as far as John Fisher's availability was concerned, and they're using him in certain situations.
Well, John,
he's added some offense to the Green Raider running attack.
He has certainly added the spark. They kept him out up until about midway through the third quarter when they inserted him in the game, and he has provided that spark.
Roberts and Volpe come out this way. John Fisher and Andrew Cleghorn. The only score of the second half has been a 41-yard field goal by Mark McKinney to give the Green Raiders a 24-21 lead. Roberts in motion. Backs are split. Fisher and Cleghorn. Inside handoff. Fisher running. And he stopped right there. He spun out of that for about a gain of about 2.
Well, I'd hate to see John Fisher re-injure. I believe his ankle, Mike, is the injury.
Yeah.
He does not need to be battling for yardage at the end of a play, although he is aggressive. Hate to see him injure his ankle further.
What you want to see, you're down to 9 minutes and 16 seconds, and you want to see him eat this clock up and move it down really, and put on a good drive, stay in the ground if need be, throw a pass, mix it up a little bit, but chew that clock up.
Roberts and Volpe go the far side. Pippeth out this way. John Salamone back in the game. That's good to see. Backs are split. Fisher and Cleghorn. Upper Darby coming out. Looking. McGlone rolling. Now running back. Running out of it. Looking for a receiver. Still scrambling. Throwing way downfield to Jim Volpe. Almost makes the catch at the 25. In and out of his hands. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Actually, Jim was indecisive of how to catch that ball, whether to let it come into his body or reach out and catch it with his hands, and he was caught in between, and it bounced through his hands, hit his face mask and his shoulder pads, actually hit him in the chest, through his hands, and that's unfortunate. Almost another tremendous escape, throw, and reception for the Green Raiders.
8:45 to go, guys, and this is a 3rd and 7. The clock stops there at 8:45.
This is an important 3rd and 7 right now. They've got to make a first down. Get this first down right here.
They get the first down here, they're in good shape. Backs are split. Doherty and Fisher. Cleghorn in the slot. Roberts, the wide side, on the near side, now out wide. McGlone back to pass on 3rd and 7. Looking for Roberts. He's open at the 49. Makes a move, and he's got a first down and more. Roberts inside the 40 and thrown out of bounds at the 31-yard line. First down, Green Raiders with 8:37 to go.
Great play by John Robertson. Absolutely great play. Took a short screen, turned that ball, and turned it into a 15-yard gain. All on his own.
Great move by Roberts at the end, not only to get the first down, but an additional 10 yards before he was brought down. Actually thrown down out of bounds. Could have been a personal foul on Upper Darby, but officials want to keep the game for the players right now. It appears, unless it's a flagrant violation, no flags will be thrown. Veteran
official Les Bryan just talked to the Upper Darby defense and said, let's play it under composure, guys. It's a close game. It's a good one. 1st and 10 at the 34. 8:37 to go. Backs are split. Andrew Cleghorn runs right into Pat Schneider, who falls on him, and that's no fun on a Friday night. 2nd and 10.
That's for sure. Pat Schneider 6'5".
255.
Yes. Hello. This kind of walks into a doorway. If there isn't a doorway there, he'll make one.
I think that's a great call, Mike, when he said referee already had discussed the play with the defense, with Royal defenders. They keep it clean. keep it to a good game as it has been all
Veteran
evening.
official. Les Bryan, he's seen a lot of great ones. Backs are split. Doherty in motion. Pippin this way. Roberts the other way. 2nd and 11. McGlone. Pitch to Fisher. Trying to turn outside. Hesitates. Flag down the play. This could be a hold against the Green Raiders.
Actually, I think John Fisher moved just before the snap, Mike, if they're going to call that. I'm not sure.
This may be a hold where they threw the flag at, though.
Unless that was missed.
Flip.
Flip, and that's
not
a
good.
Killer.
now they could decline it because they have a 2nd and 11. It would be a 3rd and 11, or take them back and force them in a long situation. If I'm Rich Gentile, I may decline this penalty because the way McGlone has been on big plays tonight.
Flag on the play. A clubbing penalty against the Green Raiders.
And of course,
You're wrong.
he's going to take the penalty, which,
That's why you're up here and he's down there.
yeah. So that'll move the ball back to the 48-yard line. The Ridley 48-yard line, so a loss of 18 on that clip because it's from the spot. And now it'll be a 2nd and 29.
Look for a blitz.
Yeah, they have to blitz. They have to take a chance here. Green Raiders have 2 plays to make up 26 yards.
That's 7 guys in the box. Here it comes.
McGlone, here they come. They're picked up. McGlone rolling this way. Throws
Got
it.
it.
It's knocked down. Now it's 3rd and long.
That's unfortunate. Jack earlier in the game probably would have made another roll back toward the far sideline. He was rolling towards the near sideline, had pressure. When he released the ball, it was batted down. Perhaps Jack realized he had to make up a lot of yardage, did not spin out of that, again, as he has done in the past, but he still was 10, 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
7:32 to go. 24-21 Ridley. And Upper Darby in a Central League Classic.
Key play right here on this drive.
Yep.
Another key. This is the second one.
You have to get it in Upper Darby territory, even if you don't get the first down. Get it in Upper Darby territory because you're playing field position right now.
Right.
Fisher, single setback is Cleghorn. McGlone calling signals. The snap. McGlone back to pass, looking down the field, going for it all to John Fisher, and it's incomplete.
Ooh.
Fisher was there, and so was number 80 coming up and closing quickly. Actually, number 10.
John knew if he laid out for that ball, he was really going to be popping it, and it was, I would say, uncatchable for John.
Yes.
He did the wise decision, not going after the ball.
Brian Martin on the coverage there, and Clem Reed will come on for his 2nd punt of the evening.
Big kick here.
7:27 this punt will go off at. 24-21, Ridley. Snap, the kick. Short wind, bounces down to 25, picked up over there. And number 6 fielded it. And Upper Darby with 7:20 to go. Fred Rayburn on the return will have the ball at their 26-yard line.
Like John Salamo, number 84 for Upper Darby, who was injured on the sidelines, is kind of favoring his left leg at this point.
Now let's see if Darby stays on the ground. They've been successful with it for a majority of the last 2 drives.
They got plenty of time. 7:20 to go. The Green Raiders need a defensive stand. They lead by 3. Pitch to Hanold outside. They contain it this time and throwing for a loss for the first time tonight. The Green Raiders' pursuit is there, and they win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
First time tonight that the defensive line has gotten penetration when they needed it. A loss of a yard on the play brings up a 2nd and 10 at Upper Darby's own 27-yard line.
Okay, so it's a 2nd and 11. We're under 7 minutes. We're at 6:50 and counting. 24-21 Ridley. McGarry. Back to pass. Looking, rolling, looking, downfield. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 11.
They're playing right into the weakness of Ralph Batty right now with the defensive structure. It's 3rd and 11. It's actually 2nd and 11 on that play. They try to throw an out to the far side of the field. McGarry overthrew the receiver. Now we're bring him up to a 3rd and 11, and he's back to pass again. They're playing into that weakness.
I think if you're Rich Gentile, you have to mix it up here and give it to Hanold and hope he can break one. Your top receiver is beat up. 3rd and 11 with 6:38 to go in the game. Ridley leads it 24-21.
Big play.
McGarry over center. McGarry back to pass, rolling to the far side, looking, complete to Hanold. He is tied for the first down, and he'll have the first down across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It'll be an Upper Darby first down with 6:31 to go.
That's a good call. Play action pass. Hanold open in the flat on the far sideline. McGarry just floated the ball and allowed him to run for the first down. Big play for Upper Darby.
That has to give McGarry some confidence. It gave him a pass that he could complete. And Upper Darby now on the move with 6:31 to go. They trail at 24-21. First and 10 at the Upper Darby 37-yard line. Fourth quarter action, 6:31 to go. Backs are split. McGarry over center. McGarry, fake handoff now, the pass to Doherty's into the secondary. At the 50, 45 goes Terry Doherty. And another Upper Darby first down to the Ridley 44-yard line.
Terry Doherty cut inside and just churned his way up, picked up a 15-yard gain. Good run, good strong run by the lad from Upper Darby.
Green Raiders are tiring up front. Certainly tiring, and you can tell as Upper Darby is controlling the line of scrimmage. Now we'll once again see, do they attempt to throw on first or second down, as they did in the last two drives, killing the drives.
Yeah, but you're in Ridley territory. You're at Ridley's own 44-yard line. You've got plenty of time, 6:06 and counting. If I was Upper Darby, I'd stay on the ground.
First and 10 inside the Ridley 45-yard line for Upper Darby. On the move, trailing 24-21. McGarry, inside fake handoff, rolling this way. Still rolling. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete.
Wow.
Nailed by Andrew Cleghorn as he threw the pass, and McGarry is down and hurt.
What a hit. Boy, you could hear that all the way up here.
Yes.
Andrew just planted McGarry into the ground, and he's coming off.
No,
He's going over to tell Rich Gentile, don't call that play anymore.
where am I?
As soon as he released it,
He's hurt. He is hurt.
he was buried.
Well, he's back in.
Yep. It'll be second and 10.
Oh, my.
Gut
Chris
check time.
McGarry, 5'10", 165 senior. 5:49 to go on the incomplete. It's second and 10 at the Ridley 45-yard line.
Hear that as he hit the ground.
In motion is Kennedy. Inside handoff, they run the option far away. McGarry pitches it to Kennedy. A dangerous play to the short side of the field, but Kennedy dives for 5 yards. It'll set up a 3rd and 5.
Michael Curtin almost in there to deflect the ball on the option, as Clem Reed did earlier, but he just missed the ball. It's going to be a 3rd and 5, another critical down, and turning into a critical series for Upper Darby's offense and the Green Raider defense.
Well, you're 3rd and 6 at this point. This is definitely two-down territory with the clock winding down at just about 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And you're not close to field goal range yet.
No.
3rd and 5. Hanold and Doherty behind McGarry, and Upper Darby calls a timeout with 5:09 to go. With 5:09 to go, the score, Ridley 24, Upper Darby 21. This is Green Raider football on WRSD.
For WRC is provided by LA Nails, located at 141 McCabe Boulevard in Folsom. LA Nails has a variety of specials from their LA Express, which costs only $24.99, to their new prom special for all you girls, which includes 2 free nail designs. LA Nails guarantees not to damage your nails. So call today at 461-6710 to set up your appointment. That's 461-6710. When all else fails, go to LA Nails.
Welcome back to Phil Marion Memorial Field. This is Tom Oreo along with Mike Anacci and Jeff Durazi, and we have got a classic nail biter. It is late in the fourth quarter. We've got about 5:09 left. Upper Darby is on Ridley's 41-yard line. They've got a 3rd and about 7, and it's definitely two-down territory. And I'll tell you what, this has been one heck of a ball game, Jeff.
Outstanding game, Tom, thus far, and the Green Raiders are tiring somewhat on the line. That timeout could have actually benefited them as Upper Darby was striving, starting to push them away on the offensive line and gain momentum. We shall see.
3rd and 5, 5:09 to go. Two-down territory for Upper Darby. They have 5 yards for a first down. That's what they need. McGarry, handoff to Hanold. He's got the first down. He's got more. He's into the secondary, and he's down to the 25-yard line. Big gain by by Hanold. A pickup of 14 or 15. And it's a Upper Darby first down to the 26-yard line.
The interior of that Upper Darby line just opened up a hole that a Mack truck could have driven through.
Brad Pippeth grabbed Hanold around the ankles and hung on because he was the last defender between Hanold and the end zone until Mike Curtin could catch up and the rest of the Green Raider defensive pursuit.
Under 5 minutes. First and 10 at the Green Raider 26-yard line. Upper Darby on the move. Handoff. Hanold running hard. Inside the 25 to the 23. It'll be a 2nd and 8.
It's a little off-tackle play. Picked up 2 yards on that. Tackled by the interior of the line. And gut check time. It's gut-wrenching right now. It's tough for us up here in the booth. Imagine what it's like for those kids on that field out there right now.
Green Raiders need a stop, need a turnover.
Well,
Darby getting dangerously close to field goal territory as well.
Yeah, they have the choice, and then we go to the overtime format, but we're a little bit ahead of ourselves here. Upper Darby still has to do something in that area. 4:15 to go as they come to the line of scrimmage. Backs are split. It's Doherty and Hanold behind McGarry. McGarry inside handoff the fake as the Hanold. He makes a great catch on the pitch.
Ball!
And he fumbles the ball, and Ridley has recovered the ball. Ridley has recovered the ball. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. The Green Raider defense has come up again with a turnover.
I don't know who broke that ball loose. It appears to be Mike Curtin put the shot on him, or Clem Reed, whoever it was. But what an absolutely big play. And I said turnover.
Ridley
Exactly.
absolutely needed that turnover. Hanold appeared to have trouble with the pitch from McGarry. He appeared to bobble it, and just as he was getting himself under control, as well as the football, he was hit hard, fumbled the ball, and that is a huge turnover. Green Raiders have to look to run out the clock with 4 minutes left, and the lead 24-21.
Mike Dollard in as a flanker, Fisher and Cleghorn. The pitch is to Fisher. He tries to get outside. Salamone's there, and he won't get much.
Upper Darby trying to rip the ball away as well. Green Raiders have to hang on, and there is an altercation about the 24-yard line.
Hanold inside. Hanold joling with somebody. And now Les Bryan is going to take control here. He's going to call an official timeout and bring the captains. This is a good piece of officiating by a veteran official.
He's calling all members in. Everybody. He's calling everybody in. He wants everybody's attention. He wants to get this game one of the best played games, and he doesn't want to end up marring it with a lot of fights and needless penalties right now.
And Les earlier made a call on what could have been a late hit. Talked to the Upper Darby defense. Perhaps they're frustrated from being stopped on their offensive drives this half. Brought both teams together. Said, look, fellas, it's a great game. Settle down. Don't make me throw a flag and decide this game on a personal foul.
Correct.
It's a 2nd and 13 now for the Green Raiders as we approach 3.5 minutes. Pippeth out this way. Single setback, Cleghorn, Roberts as a flanker. 2nd and 13. McGlone back to pass on 2nd and 13. Looking, and it's complete to John Roberts. Spins out of it and gets back to the line of scrimmage as Snork hit him and knocked him back, and it'll be 3rd and long.
John Roberts was drilled. I believe that was Hanold. That may have been Jason Hanold that hit him, Mike. I'm not sure.
I can't understand this. It looked like a bad spot to me. It looked like he had gotten to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage, when he had gotten knocked back, and they're putting the spot back to the a yard or two short.
Actually, it looks like he was just running parallel to the 30. Tommy was hit and knocked this way towards the near sidelines, spun around and started his momentum again before he was brought down.
It'll be 3rd and long. There's 2:35 to go. It's 3rd and 12.
Asking their crowd to
go,
respond.
and McGlone's in the shotgun. Back to pass on 3rd down. Looking, under pressure, steps up out of it, complete to Cleghorn. It'll be short of the 1st down. It'll be 4th down. Complete to Cleghorn out to the 34-yard line, short of the 1st down.
All he needed was to have that ball a little more touch on that, and Cleghorn was in dead stride, and he would have picked up the 1st down easy.
Jack was under a heavy rush. He had to step up. He threw on the run, tried perhaps to throw a touch past Andrew, and it was low. Andrew had to dive for it, and obviously in high school and college football, it's where you land. And as he dove and caught the ball, he landed a yard short of the 1st down marker.
1:53, the clock is running. Clem Reed in punt formation. Snap is good. Kick is away.
It's a
Reed
good
gets
kick.
off a good kick.
Good kick.
Back to the 28-yard line comes Kennedy at the 35. Nick D'Alessio at the 40. Runs out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Goes Kennedy. And Upper Darby will be 1st and 10 at the 50. with 1:35 to go. A big return there by number 30, Kennedy.
That's unfortunate. Nick D'Alessio took a bad angle and could not get to Doug Kennedy. Doug Kennedy with his speed got outside and was finally brought down by Andrew Claycorn. The Upper Darby crowd responded earlier for the defense. Now the Green Raider crowd is asked to stand and respond. What an outstanding game, an outstanding crowd support from both sides.
McGarry over center, 1:35 to go, 24-21. McGarry, fake handoff. Here comes Beeman. Pass, complete to Salamone at the 41. Steps out of bounds at the 40, close to an Upper Darby first down.
Short sprint out for McGarry, about a 3-step drop. Down and out for Salamone at the 41. And it was a crisp pass. First down for the Royals.
Pickup of 11, 1:30 to go.
That play took approximately 5 seconds, and they picked up first down on that.
Salamone caught on the near sidelines, just inside the end line, and stepped out of bounds to stop the clock as well.
40 yards, 24-21. Ridley leads it. Upper Darby at the 40 of Ridley. McGarry, inside handoff Doherty, tries to bounce outside. He's down to the 35-yard line. The clock runs. Timeout, Upper Darby, 1:20 to go. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I believe that's Upper Darby's second timeout that they've called. They've got one left.
Doherty on the carry. Brought down by Claycorn.
I don't know, gentlemen, but I'll tell you, I've seen some high school football games over my years, but this has been one of the best high school football games.
Great game.
They seem to get better and better. We've broadcast some great ones. We've been in person to see some great ones, but this is going to rank right up there.
Ralph Batty giving his defense some instructions. Green Raiders have to hold. They obviously have to keep Upper Darby out of the end zone. If Upper Darby gets within 10, 15 more yards, they're obviously going to go for a field goal.
I don't know if they've got a kicker who can kick it that far, because on their extra point, the one just barely made it over, and the second one was really a bad kick wide right. And I don't know what kind of a leg this Upper Darby kicker has.
That's a good point, as opposed to Mark McKinney for Ridley.
Exactly.
We saw kick a 41-yarder early where he would have confidence setting up.
Second and 6 at the 35-yard line. 1:20 to go. 24-21 Ridley. McGarry, quick in, tipped down and incomplete. Tipped down and incomplete. Andrew Claycorn, I think, deflected it. It'll be third down.
Great play. You're in two-down territory at this point with a minute 16. Obviously, that's third and about 7. And Upper Darby is not going to do anything other than go on third down and on fourth down to try and get a first down.
The thing about a running play is the clock will move. You almost are forced into a passing situation here if you're trying to move the ball down the field. It's 3rd and 6, 1:16 to go.
Nate Joyce to the near side. He's a burner.
He's got single coverage with Brad Pippen. McGarry, single setback behind him. Inside handoff. Running into the secondary goes Hannell. He's down to the 25, 24-yard line. Upper Darby first down with 1:08 to go. That clock will run on the spot. First down run by Hannell. Down to the 24-yard line. Back to pass. Rolling to the far side. Looking. Under pressure. Runs through it. Still running. Running with the ball. Down to about the 17-yard line. Timeout on the field. Upper Darby calls timeout with 48 seconds to go.
And I believe that is their last
one. McGarry, back to pass, rolling this way, looking for Salamone. It's broken up by Jack McClone. It's broken up by Jack McClone. And the receiver had a step on him, but he closed quickly. And there's McGarry over center. McGarry back to pass, looking, has time, throwing. It is incomplete. It'll be fourth down. 37 seconds to go. McGarry, back to pass on 4th and 4. Under pressure, rolls this way.
He's got room for the first down.
He's got more. And he's knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. It'll be a 1st and goal to go as McGarry over the ball. McGarry, back to pass. Looking, throws in the end zone, complete for a touchdown to John Salamone with 24 seconds to go. And Upper Darby takes it. And
win at 27, but the extra point gives Darby the 20-24 advantage.
It's John Fisher at the 13. John Fisher
He's got
is
room.
running. John Fisher makes a move at the 30.
Oh!
Down at the 32-yard line. He was stripped down by number 9 for Upper Darby. Back in deep safety. McClone back to pass. Under pressure. Stepping up. Throws it all the way down the field. And it's going to go. Goes right through the hands of number 16. It was in perfect position to be this side. Backs are split. Pitch to Cleghorn. It's a halfback pass. Looking. Throwing it deep down the field for Volpe.
Interference.
Knocked down. No call. No call with 3 seconds to go. Jack McClone in the shotgun. Back to pass. Looking downfield. McClone throws it down the middle for Pippin. He catches it at the 40. He's knocked down. It's incomplete. And Upper Darby has won over Ridley 28-24.
One outstanding played football game tonight. The best I've seen in a long, long time. Somebody had to win, somebody had to lose, and I'll tell you what, I can't envision seeing another game played like this for a few more years to come.
Just an outstanding game. You have to look at it now as if Upper Darby with one loss in the Central League, the Green Raiders with a loss. I believe Conestoga and Strathaven remain undefeated. Mike, is that correct?
That's correct.
So by no means are the Green Raiders out of the Central League race. Certainly a loss for Darby and a loss for Ridley hurt their chances for the district playoffs. However, Central League title still out there. Certainly a disappointing loss for the Green Raiders. A big win for the Upper Darby Royals.
It is a disappointing loss, as we all talked about it. But the big thing is they've got Strathaven coming in here. They've got Conestoga coming in here. Anything can happen. The Central League has been, we've had tri-champions. We've had twin champions. Last year, for example, tri-champions, we had 3, Ridley, Strathaven, and Upper Darby. You got a situation right now. Each team has got 1 loss. They're only trailing Strathaven and Conestoga by 1 game. Anything can happen, but I'll tell you, this has been one whale of a ball game. Michael?
A 42-point first half. In the second half, there were 10 points scored. In the last, coming with 8 seconds, an incredible comeback from Upper Darby, down 14 on Ridley's homecoming, and Upper Darby storms all the way back to win this win, and they put them...